anymore. So we have now 20 days left to SaaSiest Digital 22. So how does that feel, Daniel?
20 days left. In my mind, that's oceans of time. That's like
Absolutely.
almost 3 full weeks. There's so much that can be done. No, but I think for once we actually have we're ahead of the curve. It feels like the agenda is coming together. The
Yeah,
platforms are in place. We have an activity plan for the next 3 weeks here. So lots of work to be
we have
done. But
sort of an activity plan. No,
yeah,
we have the plan. We are just getting into the details. So we're sort of taking each chunk when it's time. But as you say, it feels great. I think we're in a good place to present and co-create a really good digital event with you.
yeah, absolutely. And actually, just this morning, well, 2 minutes ago or something like that, we introduced a new speaker to you, Kyle Poyar from OpenView. I think he's a very nice and humble guy himself, but a lot of people know him as Mr. PLG himself. And he will come to our session, to our show actually, to talk a bit about the new state of PLG. So a lot of stuff has changed over the past few years. I don't know, Thomas, if can you do the magic and pull up the session here?
Yeah, I'm working on it. So just a second here, and I will
Mm.
try to share my screen and see if we can get a good picture of it. So just a second here, I'll
Yeah.
get it.
Yeah, so I can give you a background if you don't know Kyle and OpenView. They're a VC firm, and their specialty is investing in companies that are PLG driven. And there's lots of companies in their portfolio that you would know. I think my personal favorite is Calendly. You know, this little tool that helps you book and block elements in somebody's calendar. They have a
Yeah,
lot of these PLG companies that are doing really well, and they've built with Kyle an active program just focusing on. So they help obviously with the money, but they also help these companies drive and perfect their PLG motions. So that's really interesting.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and for this particular session, we're going to talk a little bit about the old state of PLG versus what the new reality looks like. And OpenView with Kyle, they've developed actually 11 new principles that will apply going forward for PLG companies that might be new to some of you guys. And there's a lot of stuff happening in this space right now. I don't know if you saw, Thomas, you and I chatted about it yesterday a little bit. You know, we've gone from the shift where everybody wanted to try the PLG motion, and then there was a bunch of company giving things out for free. There was this freemium revolution, and people jumped on that. And now we start to see a little bit of a pullback
Yeah,
from the freemium revolution. Just yesterday, we talked about how Google pulled back and started limiting Google Meets to 60 minutes. And you and I have experienced with Zoom that the free version is, what is it, half an hour, 45 minutes?
45 minutes, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
So companies want to start capitalizing on these freemium users. We see also the change with Slack. They changed it from like 10,000 messages to 90 days, which I think also accelerate when they can start converting users to paid users. And also I think this with capturing the users that actually use the product, trying to find new ways and set sort of those, what do you say,
The
those
thresholds.
the thresholds, exactly, where you can capture them.
Yeah. Yeah, and you're absolutely right, Thomas. And then what we've discussed with Kyle and what they've also identified is like there's a lot of companies that don't see enough conversion from their freemiums. Like they get a
Mm.
lot of people to access the tool and so on, but not a lot of them convert. And there's usually a good reason where this motion is blocked. And he's going to talk a little bit like, are you actually giving enough value to people? Because just because it's free and you cap a lot of functionality, well, if I don't see enough value, I'm not going to convert.
No,
If this time
exactly.
is too short based on how long time it takes me to recognize that ROI, if I can't do it in 14 days, then your premium exercise is also useless. So he's going to talk a little bit about some of these things. But then there's also an element of the pricing motion. We have seen moments where it's like there's a free version, and then when you want to say, okay, I want to upgrade, then the jump from free to the next tier is massive. And it's difficult sometimes for people to understand, is it worth it, and so on. So it's about, are you providing the right value for long enough time for people to realize it? And is your pricing model structured and scaled the right way for you to convert at a maximum level? So these are just some of the two things that he will be talking a little bit more about.
So Daniel, while I try to pull it up here in a better way, can you see if there is anyone here that have joined us?
Yes.
Shout out to the chat.
I see that we have some people with us in the audience. I can't see who they are until they say, hey, I am dialing from somewhere. So if you're with us, share with us that you're with us from wherever you are. And if there's anything you want us to particularly pick Kyle's brain on, we actually will record a podcast with him on Thursday evening as well. If there's anything he should talk specifically about, put that here in the chat and we'll bring that with us.
All right. So trying to find a good layout here, good way to do this. Maybe not super good, but yeah.
We're learning.
We're learning.
Yeah. So, and there will be a few PLG tracks. That's worth mentioning, Thomas. I think there will also be one from Breezy, and she will talk a little bit more, Thomas, about how you actually kickstart a PLG strategy, right?
Absolutely. And we know that there are a lot of companies that are trying to figure out how to get started, who's going to be involved. Is this like a product operation, or is this something that, a lot of different parts of the company needs to be involved with? And how do you do that? How do you sort of set up your company to start the PLG motion? And how does that work together with other parts of the things that you are doing? So I think that will be a good thing to have there, because we want to give some really good tactic advice so you can take that with you and you can get started. And hi Deepa, I see that you are looking forward to Kyle. I guess you know him from before. Are you following Kyle? And will you attend SaaSiest Digital is an even more important question. Is there anyone else in the chat? Please make a shout out. Tell me where you're from, and we'll give you a shout out here as well. And of course, I don't know if you joined us yesterday, but we also have a little special treat. So, I mean, if you are a few in the chat, we will start a raffle to send out one of these, but we need to be at least two, otherwise it's not any exciting, right? So
right,
we're gonna continue.
And you and I already have hats, so
yeah, we have the hats.
Yes.
We have the hats. So anyone else in the chat, please let us know. And appreciate that you are stopping by.
And Thomas, can you also so we had a lot of questions yesterday, like there's a lot of people that have registered to the LinkedIn event, but then they haven't gone through the entire process. Walk them through, if they're listening here, how they actually get their ticket to this.
Yeah, absolutely. So either you have seen the LinkedIn event, maybe said that you're going to attend, maybe sort of you have seen it in another place, and it's free, but in order to attend you need to register. So you need to head over to SaaSiestDigital2022.com, and from there you can easily register. And also, if you have the LinkedIn event, there is a button where you can go to the event and then you can register. So we will also make sure do outreach and so on to make sure that the ones that are interested in this event actually can join. Yeah.
Awesome. And looking ahead here, we're a couple of minutes to 9. I know you have a busy day, Thomas. So, like, how is your SaaSy day looking today? What's top of mind?
Today, my top of mind is actually to work with marketing the event, the different sessions, reaching out to people, making sure that what is it, allies in this business are also spreading the good news that this event is coming up. So it's a lot of that. I mean, we are sitting here, we are running these motions, and it's a pretty free day. The calendar is not that busy, so we're looking forward to get shit done as we want to.
Yeah. That sounds like a good plan ahead here, and I think on that note, we should wish everybody else here on the call a very sassy day. And if anybody comes up with anything that will help us make this even a greater event, feel free to reach out. We're in the DMs all the time. We have the emails on one of the screens. You can call us, whatever means of communication you want to reach us with. I'm sure one of us will pick up the phone or the message.
Yeah, and this layout was actually better, right?
Yes.
It feels better having it like this.
Yes.
I mean, we are figuring this out. We are still newbies doing the LinkedIn live streams, but since we're doing them twice a day now, 8:45 and 4 p.m. Central European summertime or something like that, hopefully we will get better. And when we get some more guests on the show, it will probably be more valuable for you as well. But anyway, really happy that you stopped by, and see you at SaaSiest Digital.
Take care.
Bye.